What's up, everyone? How's it going today? It is Sunday. It's a slow day. We are going to be doing a little bit of a different thing today. Normally on Sunday we do news. We're not going to do that today. I don't feel like covering the news this week. I don't know if I feel like covering the news too much in general. Reason being, I feel like there's a lot of it out there, and I think that the conversation that we're trying to have on stream is a little different than just straight up news. And I can't really, I mean, there's going to be times where we delve into things that are news related, but kind of just like going over the news specifically, I think is something that will maybe save for a more spontaneous type of thing, as opposed to scheduling it into, you know, the regular broadcasting. So in place of that, I kind of just was like, all right, what should we do today? And I was thinking, let's do some like conversation or just like social based things, social experiment based things, basically. There was a Jubilee video we watched last week that was like couples ranking themselves by like how much chemistry they have, or like how compatible they seem. And they were judged by a panel of gay couples. We watched like the straight couples version. So the gay couples are gonna now be ranked and judged by the straight couples. So that video came out. So we're gonna do that at least to start, just to follow up what we were doing a couple weeks ago. And then I was like, what other channels do this kind of like social experiment thing? You know how like Jubilee always calls its content social experimenting. I don't really know that I would call it that, but they call it that. So I thought that was a pretty good umbrella term to look up, and I found a few channels that are in that theme. There's one called The Daily Dropout. There's another called That Was Epic, which, what a like cancerous name. And then I just searched social experiment in general. It seems like there's a couple more channels out there that I didn't like find in my like initial search, so I just kind of have that there so we can look at a couple more. Hopefully we find some interesting stuff. It might be like a cool avenue to have for the stream to look at these like social experiments. I keep putting it in scare quotes because I feel like they're not actually experiments, in the sense that I don't think that they're trying to find out much. They're just like putting people in situations and seeing what happens, which I don't really think qualifies as an experiment if you don't have something that you're like specifically trying to measure, you know, or like specifically trying to look for, or like any way of like methodically analyzing what you're looking at beyond just like, oh dude, that was crazy, bro, or something like that. So and Jubilee most certainly does not give us any kind of commentary or anything. Like, they don't give us any sort of like expert analysis or shit like that. It's literally just the people in these situations, like, kind of just telling us their thoughts as they go through it. And then the other thing about it too is like, if there was supposed to be some sort of takeaway, they wouldn't set it up in such a toxic, like, made for controversy kind of way. You know what I mean? Like, what happens when you take a liberal and put them in a room with a Republican? Like, it's just so, it's set up to be clickbait. You know what I mean? So I don't think that you can really justify anything done in that way as a social experiment, but you know, I could be proven wrong here. So I have a tab that has social experiment open, a couple channels we'll check out, and then we're going to start with the Jubilee video. Now it seems like I'm just chilling right now, so let's see how long I go for this. Let's see how long I last with this one. But I'm going to go to I'm gonna go to this screen here. Let's just see what we got. I don't know that we've actually formally met any of these couples here. I think that they were featured right at the end of the last Jubilee. So we got a taste. I remember these guys are like super Christian. That's like one of the only things I remember. Because there were a lot of Christians on this panel. I guess maybe that's just me though. I kind of just like expect people to not be Christian until they tell me they are, as opposed to the other way around. Which I might just be lucky with where I grew up in America. That like I don't automatically make the assumption that somebody's like, you know, Christian, believes in God, or like takes their morality from the Bible. Anyways, let's see what this is all about.
For the past 3 years, Jubilee has been working on a feature-length documentary, and it's just been announced that we'll be
Oh my God, what?
premiering at Tribeca Film Festival. The film is called Accepted. It's about a small school in rural Louisiana that became famous for sending most of its students to Ivy League schools. And we follow 4 students through their senior year, what ends up becoming a really crazy, tumultuous, and challenging senior year. And we cannot wait for you to see it. Follow Accepted Film everywhere and Accepted
What is the point of that? Okay.
Film.com to learn more with our team here on. Well,
Jubilee's been making moves. I think they have like a Netflix special or something. They've been like doing things beyond just YouTube.
more to come. Stay tuned, but we love you. Thank you.
Why did he say but there? More to come, but we love you? What the fuck? Like, okay. Now I'm calling it into question. Do you really love me?
Wait, let's get to the juicy ones. Have you guys ever cheated? Okay, same.
That fucking voice. Let's go to the juicy ones. What the fuck? Why are they only doing... It's so weird that they're just doing gay versus same sex as opposed to just like opening it up to like any sort of couple, you know? Because like those aren't the only 2 types of configurations for couples. But it's just really weird that like they're acting like they're like opposed to each other somehow when like it seems really arbitrary. I love the like just the pointing.
We can start. I'm Jules.
I'm Izzy.
We've been dating for
15 months.
15 months.
Yeah.
And I'm a PhD student in, I study renewable energy.
I work in mental
I
health.
bet somebody's gonna be like, oh, -1. You said 15 months before. You said 15 months. Clearly, you don't know how long you've been together. Checkmate.
Care. And we met on Hinge.
Yeah.
We've been dating for
What
a
is
little.
Hinge? It's a dating app which bills itself as an only dating app. What does that mean? That emphasizes long-term connections between users. What does only dating mean? Like no hookups? I think that's what that means. That must be what that means.
For over 2 years, we just kind of met through friends. Like all of our friends knew each other, but we just never met. And then we met one day, and yeah.
I'm from Norway. I'm a photographer.
I'm an actor, writer, entrepreneur.
We met in Berlin.
Ugh, the sweater vest, the hair, the smiles, just everything, the clean shavenness, they make me want to vomit.
On Tinder.
Yeah, we met on Tinder, much like you guys, and we did long distance for 4 years in college.
We've been going out for 5 years.
Ooh, wow.
The fact that we clicked so well was, you know, almost surprising. And
Was Tinder even... Damn, Tinder's been around for 5 years? That's nuts. Okay.
I feel like over the past 5 years of our relationship, I've just been thinking about what does compatibility truly mean.
For us, it just means...
He's been thinking about that for the last 4 years? Doesn't sound like they're that compatible. Like, why would you even worry about it? People put so much fucking weight on these things. Like, are we compatible? Like, just fucking enjoy the ride, bitch. What the hell?
that we have the same views and values.
Similar interests.
How do you resolve problems? How do you...
You don't need similar interests. It's all just about the commitment to like keeping the project going, like keeping the relationship going, and like just having a mutual understanding. I think the biggest, did we talk about this last time? I can't remember, but I think one of the biggest things when it comes to compatibility is just like the ability to like have a conversation and truly listen to each other and like understand and like value what the other person has to say and the contribution that they might bring. I think if you have that, like that's the most solid foundation you can get, you know?
communicate.
How do you like
Everything else is just like like icing on the cake.
adjust to each other, like in different situations?
Values and shared interests were the two main things, and the sort of goals we have.
Yeah, see, like shared interest is like kind of I don't know. It's like nice if it happens, but I don't think that that should be the thing that is the defining factor of compatibility. Like, oh, you don't like Star Trek, but she does. Oh, well, you're not compatible. Like, that's so weird, you know?
Where we see our lives going.
How was it having a long distance relationship, guys?
Challenging.
Yeah, I think so. We had met only 5 months before, we started long distance. So we kind of had to think like, did we want to hold each other back in college? But then like the weeks ticked down until it was finally time to our planned breakup. But then we just couldn't hold ourselves.
They look very similar to each other too. They're like a sibling couple
To do it, and we just ended up sticking together, and it worked out. And now we're living together.
Yeah, 5 years later, here we are.
Just their story of staying together, committed long distance all throughout college. Like we did it for a year and a half, and like it's hard.
When you guys met,
Oh, dude, this is the same exact problem that we had with the straight couples. It's like there's a couple people who think that they have that, or I guess everyone thinks they're the most compatible, so they weigh everybody else against them. And they're just like, yeah, well, we did that, and we know that that made our shit so much more solid, so you guys must be solid. Like, it's so fallacious.
you said in Berlin, were you like studying there? Were you just traveling there? Like, how did that?
I was studying abroad for a year.
I asked some friends of mine, like, what are you going to do this weekend? And they were just like, we're going to Berlin. Do you want to come? I don't know. They had their own plans. I was kind of like checking on Tinder, see if anyone was cute there. And I met this guy.
Daniel and Noah's story, I liked their story. It was like a fairy tale almost. It seemed like they were like meant to be together.
So is this your first serious relationship? I think that's like important to note, not because it means that it like won't be your relationship, but also I think that like a lot of understanding compatibility comes with like having experience.
All right, my bad. I missed the last few seconds. I'm gonna clock it back. I got distracted by Discord.
I was studying abroad for a year.
I asked some friends of mine, like, what are you going to do this weekend? And they were just like, we're going to Berlin. Do you want to come? I don't know. They had their own plans. I was kind of like checking on Tinder, see if anyone was cute there. And I met this guy.
Daniel and Noah's story, I liked their story. It was like a fairy tale almost. It seemed like they were like meant to be together.
So is this your first serious?
Dude, it's just so bad. Like, I really think all of these Jubilee conversations are so meaningless in the end because they never define their terms. And it's just like whatever people feel is compatible, like, and whatever in their opinion resembles compatibility is now de facto compatibility because they just did not define it. So for like her, it's like, oh, they seem like a fairy tale. And then for somebody else, it's like, oh, they share a lot of interests. Like, why? I don't understand. Like, I guess it's literally just because they already get hundreds of thousands of views on these videos, million subscribers and shit like that. Like, that they don't actually treat this like more of a social experiment, because that would be the first thing that you do in like an actual, if you were really trying to like have a meaningful discussion here, you'd be like, okay, how do we define compatibility? And if you disagree and you can't come to a consensus, then this part of the conversation can't happen when you start to say like, okay, well, who's more or less? Like, if you don't define what it is, you can't talk about more or less. It's impossible.
Serious relationship. I think that's like important to note, not because it means that it like won't be your relationship, but also I think that like a lot of understanding compatibility comes with like having experiences before that like maybe weren't as good. So like it gives a lot of confidence in compatibility if you have had.
See, I think it's just everyone is projecting. Like, I had bad experiences. Those bad experiences helped me understand my relationship or what I want to get out of a relationship more. Therefore, like, that means that if people have bad experiences or more experiences with other relationships, then that means that if they're in a committed relationship now, it is by default more compatible than those other configurations. Like, what?
Had incompatible relationships before.
I would just counter that on the note that like just because I hadn't been in a serious relationship doesn't mean that I haven't been dating. And
yeah, that's, well, oh dude, he was so close. All he had to say was, just because I hadn't been in a serious relationship doesn't mean that I'm not in a compatible one right now.
dating many different people and having my experiences and learning what it means for me personally.
No, the argument is so much better if it's that I don't have experiences, but that doesn't mean I'm not in a compatible relationship. Like, experience doesn't equal compatibility, or experience doesn't equal ability to understand compatibility. Like, the argument he's going down is like, no, I do have experiences, which validates what she's saying, where it's like those experiences carry some sort of weight. If don't grant that, because now like that becomes an important metric for the rest of the couples, or it could at least.
I'm the one that I want to call mine.
When other people were bringing up the fact that I hadn't been in other relationships as like maybe a reason why like we're less compatible, like I just know in my heart that you're the one for me.
I mean,
Okay, that feels nice. You can easily just be like, well, that doesn't mean anything. We can still be compatible. Like, I love that they go to like the, I know in my heart. It's my heart. It's like, yeah, it's love. Okay, it goes down to your heart. God, this is why like most people in the way that they think of like fucking relationships just like really kills me. The way that they think about love. It's like so Disney based, you know?
we met like right after I graduated high school and she was a senior. So I felt like that was like not challenging, but it was just different to be like in a committed relationship like so young when most people, like all my friends were all single and I was like the only one. I definitely could see why people, because we're so young, there is that like,
oh my God, she has one energy. Her energy is, oh my God, like we were doing this thing and like I can get why people are like this, but like I don't, it's like this one energy.
like stereotype that we still have so much that we need to experience in life. I also know us and I know how we are and I know how we interact.
It's really hard because, you know, I don't want to fault you guys obviously for not having more time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like no matter what, I feel like time and you guys obviously all seem like amazing.
Okay, good. I thought they were going to say, I don't want to fault you for not having more time, but because we've had more time, our relationship is better. Like I thought they were about to go there.
I mean?
And especially like as queer people, like we need time to like come to our terms with ourselves and, you know.
Yeah, that's really true too. Like your first relationship as somebody who's identifying like outside of heterosexuality, it could be like one where you're like really learning a lot about yourself and like it's, you know, it might not be the thing that lasts forever. Like that's a separate issue on itself, on its own too.
The step of dating each other.
I feel like you guys are one, just like, it's like a majority of like components.
Dude, this is nuts. This is one of the first times I've seen like through this a couple that like thinks so highly of their own relationship that doesn't rank themselves at number one.
You have like time,
nuts.
you have distance,
5
you
years.
have like living together, your plans for the future, like.
So you guys need to move up there.
They didn't consult them whatsoever. They agreed. Obviously, they're going to agree to it. They did not get a word in the conversation.
So you guys need to move up there.
You can hear them softly in the microphone say, okay.
I think Bradley and Eric were clearly very compatible.
I want to say that we were the most because, I mean, we know us.
Because
best.
everybody wants to be the first.
And I think everyone has a right to rank themselves first.
If any of you think there should be number
This could so easily be settled just by saying, yeah, we're all compatible. Now let's just rank who's the most compatible. Like, I don't understand why it's such an insecurity for like anyone to be seen as like the least compatible. Because it's just like, what if this is just like such a narrow scale where like these people are already extremely compatible, but we're just like looking at like marginal differences. Like, why does it such a blow to your self-esteem, you know?
one, you can just stand where they're standing, like behind them or something.
Wait, what?
They're number 2 technically now.
I think we should be.
What the fuck did they just say? I totally missed what the producer was announcing.
We know us.
Because everybody wants to be the first.
Was it anyone who thinks
everyone
they
has
should
a
be
right
number
to
one,
rank
stand
themselves
behind them?
If any of you think
Yeah, exactly, all of them.
there should be number one, you can just stand where
I actually don't understand why these guys would stand behind them. Yo, what's up, Retso? yeah, it's joke or pill day. Nah, it's just we're looking at content that deals specifically with like just socializing. So I just put we live in a society. Good morning, though. Good morning. We're watching part 2 to that couples ranking each other by compatibility video that we were watching last time. And what I think is really funny is like these guys just told this couple that they think they're the most compatible. Then the producer's like, well, just, you know, if you think you're supposed to be number one, stand behind these guys. And they go and stand behind number one. Like, well, okay, why did you vote them number one then? You just want to say that you also think very highly of yourselves? It's so funny.
like behind them or something.
So all AOC and Bernie content. Yeah, exactly. All socialism.
They're number 2 technically now.
I was saying when I was just hanging out by myself, that I don't know that I want to explicitly cover the news. I think the news will come up organically through a lot of the stuff we talk about anyways, like especially chud analysis. So I want to think about what we do on Sunday. So today we're just doing a bunch of like social experiment content. And I found a couple channels that are Jubilee like. They're not exactly the same, but you know, the idea of like a social experiment on YouTube is so stupid because they're not actually like testing for anything, have any like meaningful definitions or metrics that they're like defining. So it's just going to be a shit show of like, oh, we did this to people and let's see how they react essentially. But for now, we're just going to finish this Jubilee video up and then we'll get onto that stuff.
They're number 2 technically now.
I think we should be higher, but that's just my opinion.
I agree. I feel that we have that other aspect to it that we were talking about, like the guys on the first place here have, like we like share a lot of the same things there. I would maybe argue like
what are the things? What are the things? He's basically just saying, I think really highly about us as a couple, so I think we deserve to be up there because we have a lot of the same qualities undefined that these people have.
putting
Like,
us
what?
in second, but I'm also like, I don't know.
I feel like, I don't know. I feel like in between you guys, I honestly feel.
Dude, why do all the couples have to keep their arms around each other? I think they're like secretly like the, I feel like they're secretly, these guys are still trying to prove to everybody that they deserve the #1 spot. I think that's what's low-key happening over here, dude.
I don't know. I feel like in between you guys, I honestly feel like really strongly for both you guys being number 2. You know what I mean? Because I feel like you guys have such a strong relationship and you've lived together and you've like built that bond.
At the end of the day,
The dudes from Europe are about to go like, yeah, but you didn't spend time abroad. You didn't do these other things. Like,
it came down to lived experience. The younger couple hadn't been together quite as long and
But I
hadn't.
feel bad about that. Honestly, looking back at it, I almost feel bad.
I feel like just because we haven't been through like hardships, that makes you guys put us in fourth. I'm honestly fine with whatever because I know that all of us are compatible.
yeah, no, exactly. She's spot on. Like, just because you experience hardships doesn't mean you're more compatible. Like I said at the beginning, I think it's all just about how you listen to each other, how much you value that person's well-being, and like attempt to maximize that while having them maximize your own. And like making sure that you have the ability to like, you know, listen to each other, you're like caring. Like it's more about like the foundational things than these like extra things on top. Like the way that you deal with a struggle doesn't like make you more compatible. It like proves your compatibility, but it doesn't make you more compatible. Like, so struggling on its own, like you could have dealt with that like really well if you're already in a compatible relationship. You know what I mean? Like it's not like if you weren't compatible, you wouldn't deal with it well. So like if you go through struggles, like it doesn't prove that it doesn't like mean you are more compatible for doing that. It means that you were already compatible to begin with because you can deal with struggles, right? Like, so this doesn't disqualify these two on the end from being considered compatible at all, just because they might not have gone through similar struggles.
I'm gonna say I'm happy where I am, I think.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm fine with whatever.
They just don't give a shit. I love it. I love it. They realized how fucking arbitrary it was. I really feel like that's what happened. They were like, you know what? Fuck it. It's just whatever, dude. Who cares?
Yes and no. At the end of the day, like it's subjective, and we thought that all of the other couples were like
Why are they playing like the fucking porn guitar in the background?
cute and they went well together, so.
I know that we are compatible, so I'm like, oh, I wish other people can see that. But there's only so much that you can like show people without showing them everything.
Oh, what did you hold back? What the fuck? You could at least be vague.
Do you think there's a difference between how straight couples view compatibility versus how same-sex couples view compatibility?
Again, these two categories aren't opposed to each other. I hate this framing, dude. I really hate this framing. And this is what makes Jubilee very dishonest about its idea of like being a social experiment, because these two things aren't like one or the other. Like there's not just same-sex couples and straight couples and they're opposites. If you're not one, then you're the other. Like there's so much more in between that they're not accounting for but acting like this is a meaningful difference or a meaningful polarization. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me.
I think the basic elements of what humans want in a relationship is probably the same. Love, comfortability, honesty,
Okay, love is defined arbitrarily through mostly a media diet that's given to us by like corporations that want to keep us spending within them. So I hate when people just say love like we all know what love is. I fucking hate that.
Respect.
Everything else I agree with what she's saying.
Dynamics are going to be different, and the obstacles that we face as couples are going to be different.
Hey, what's up, Rare Flowers? Morning.
Of the day, I feel like we're all just people who are.
We're watching part 2 to the couples judge each other, where we have the same-sex couples ranking the straight couples. Other way around.
As couples are going to be different.
At the end of the day, I feel like we're all just people who are looking for love, who, you know, hopefully find their mate, someone that they're super crazy about, who's crazy about them.
I just disagree with that. It's such a toxic idea that we're all just people looking for love. No, that's so desperate, dude. Shut the fuck up.
I think most people use interests and values and goals.
And the way that you feel when you're with
Yes, and those things are completely arbitrary. I don't think that those things need to match up for compatibility to be present, right? You can have different goals, you can have different interests, you can have different values to an extent. I kind of draw the line at values because I'm thinking about like my position on animal rights and shit like that, but there could obviously be values that you don't share. Like if somebody just like wants to collect a bunch of like, I don't know, shoes or some shit like that, but I don't value that in the same way. Like that's where values could be like arbitrary. But yeah, no, I think like that's what most people would think compatibility is just finding those like coincidental things that you share. But I really think it's more about the dynamic between the two people, right? I think it's more about creating an environment of mutual understanding, having an ability to communicate clearly, having somebody who meaningfully cares about your well-being, right? Like, and wants to ensure it for you, and you want to ensure theirs in return. Like, I think that those things are the foundation of compatibility more than like, oh, we like the same movies. That's amazing. We're so compatible. Compatibility is a hard thing to define. Like, what makes somebody compatible? If you like them and they like you, bam, you're compatible. No, that's chemistry. I think that that's chemistry. Chemistry and compatibility are different because compatibility is defined by the nature of the project, right? So, like, if the project is to be there for each other for your whole life, right, then compatibility is defined by how well you can create the foundation for that, right? So it's defined by the project. If you just like find someone attractive, that's not compatibility. That's just like chemistry. That's just like there's something there. There's attraction there, but there's not necessarily compatibility because you haven't defined what you're doing together yet. You know, that person might find you attractive, but then just like be an asshole in bed, you know? And it's like, oh, okay, well, I guess we weren't compatible. Or I guess like that initial chemistry that I saw like isn't an indicator of how much we will get along, right? If there's enough attraction, it'll become compatibility because you work harder at it. So you think that despite being in like a toxic situation, somebody would redefine like what they're okay with because of how hot somebody is? I think that's dumb as fuck. I think there's plenty of codependent situations that come up where people try to redefine what they're okay with to maintain like being compatible with somebody, but I don't think it's because they're so hot or so attractive. I think it's more because of like the emotional stability that they gain from that situation, or like the ability to like just have that as an end goal that they reached. Like, I have a wife, you know what I mean? That I've nailed that life goal down kind of thing, you know? Anyways, let me continue this.
with them too. So I don't see how that would really differ with a same-sex couple compared to a straight couple.
I will say though, for this couple, I feel like their personalities and their temperaments really complement each other. Couple number 2.
Like I said, they're a sibling couple, that one.
I feel like they're a little more compatible. She's going through a PhD program and they're making it work. So I kind of want to sort of give like the dark horse nod to them for number 1 and give them number 2.
Couple number 3, I remember he said something how he had dated before. He always felt, how do you know when you're with the one? And then with him, he felt it immediately.
The one.
And knew. And I think I just like see that.
He immediately knew. Dude, these are such bad notions. These are so, this is bad. I don't like this. This stuff just reminds me how far removed I am from conceptualizing of love and relationships in the way that most people do.
In them, and that's why I would rank 3 higher.
I think 3 should be ranked higher. I can just tell even from their physical presence, they're very comfortable with one another.
Should we move them?
But okay, whatever. The problem that they're coming in with this with is that like the gay couples realized how arbitrary these rankings were, and we're like, we're all more or less compatible. Like, but now it's like the outside like perspective that these guys bring, especially like these guys are so toxically monogamous, it just like makes me sick, dude. What if these people can read lips? True, dude. Social experiment ruined.
Should we move 3 to 2?
Yes. Does anybody want to express
Like they seem to be basing compatibility on notions that come with monogamy, right? Like they're like, oh, based on the idea that you're going to find one person who you're more compatible with than everyone else in life to spend the rest of your life with, based on those parameters, you seem the most compatible, which is like so fucked. It's just like, it's so heteronormative, dude. What a concept. I mean, it is. It's being deployed in a heteronormative fashion, right? Like when you do that and when you're judging somebody based on heteronormative values, like it is toxic, you know?
4 should stand. Should they stay number 4 or should
Like what? If somebody's polyamorous, that means that all of a sudden like their relationship is devalued as like something more or less compatible because they aren't like in their eyes satisfied, quote unquote, with one person?
babies rerun?
There's still like a lot they haven't done yet together.
When I was younger, like those were some of the most like open, passionate, like huge relationships because you're so raw. And I'm so conflicted because I feel like they give each other so much.
I know, that's how normies think. Yeah, no, it's fucking annoying. It's like coming to light so clearly at the end of this we're here, you know, like just the way that these guys are taking their word on looking at these people so damn seriously when we watched the other couples just kind of say like, I don't know, it's fine, it's whatever. Like, we can all be more or less compatible. Like, it's so fucking annoying. I feel like if I was looking for the one, I would never find anyone. Yeah, or you might do what these people do and latch on to the closest thing you can get, right?
Much, and when you give each other so much, you're going to be more compatible.
Latch on to the closest thing you can get and justify it after the fact to be like, yeah, we're so awesome for each other. Like these guys, remember these guys? They did exactly that.
I think still for me, there's just so many unknowns in terms of their compatibility, partly because of age and like
I hate how she's the expert too, dude.
experience and stuff like that.
I don't know if it really fully makes sense to just...
Again, experience and age don't define compatibility. You might just happen to be with the most compatible person, even like despite not having experience or age. Like it's so arbitrary.
Assume that they will have trouble because they haven't been together longer.
Oh, definitely, yeah. We're not assuming that they're gonna
No, I'm not saying, but like it's kind of just like, you know, that's almost like the argument. You're like, well, you don't know things, so they might not be compatible.
So I guess
that is the argument, exactly. I'm glad one person up there can word it.
This is it.
Raise of hands to keep this line up.
But there's only one, and everybody else is gonna just disregard that and be like, yeah, I don't know, I don't feel like that's right.
2, 3.
Did nothing change? Oh, 1, 2. They just switched those two? It's so, dude, I feel like there's like a dash of like heteronormativity in this too. I have to be honest.
Regardless of the metrics that we use to come to this conclusion, like
the metrics, like it was so fucking clinical, dude.
We've been happy in 4th place too because it's subjective and arguably like these are all amazing couples.
No, but the thing is, Rare Flowers, they all agreed that they like essentially implicitly agreed that all of them are more or less compatible. Like they had a tough time beyond putting the people who they put at number 1 deciding between the rest of them. They were just like, okay, it's fine. Like, I'll be here, you'll be there. So they were kind of all just like, well, there's one and then a second tier, essentially. So, like, it doesn't even matter that they were at 4 because the gay couples didn't put any weight on that. The straight couples did, though. The straight couples came in and were like, yeah, you don't look so compatible. Yeah, you lesbians there, you lesbians there. You don't look too compatible. You gay white guys, European white guys, you look really compatible. Oh, and you gay Asian guys look really... It was like something really weird about it. They're not playing the game right then. Someone needs to be butthurt. No, they were all good with their positions.
I was really, really moved by all of your guys' stories, and I'm so happy that you guys are happy, and I wish the best for all of us.
Same to you guys, totally.
Yeah. They were so much less, like, catty than the straight couples, too. That married couple, like, they had something to prove, right? And they, like, got so annoyed with people who didn't share their opinions. These guys were all just like, yeah, I guess it's just, you know, down to, like, you know, your choice at the end of the day. Like,
hard to really say who is more compatible than the other person when we only have so much time to get to know them.
There's so many things to consider. It's kind of like hard to like put someone there and there and there.
I feel like looking at all those couples today just really...
It's not hard, it's arbitrary. No one ever is able to just say that.
Really affirmed in my heart that I made the right choice.
I love you, and this was really fun.
Thank you so much for being willing to grow with me, and I'm so glad that I found somebody that I'm so compatible with.
Dude. Like, happy for you? Do that off camera, please. Talk about something else on camera. Dude, I swear his boyfriend did not like that. Look at his face. He's like, oh no, don't kiss me on camera. No, please. Look at him.
So compatible with.
Oh no, he went for it first. It's just he's got this kind of like resting face that looks a little disappointed. All right. Anyways, this one is arbitrary as shit and very infuriating. Now, let's discover some new content. So, I did 2 things. I Googled channels that are similar to Jubilee. Like, I Googled, you know, just that. And I found this, The Daily Dropout. And I also found That Was Epic. They both look cancerous. They both look like they go up to people on the street, whether or not it's real, who knows. They go up to people on the street and do something to them. Like, for example, giving people real Apple Watches. It's just a prank, bro. So there's these, which I'm like, Then there's Social Experiment. Like, I just searched for this. I actually kind of want to start with this, potentially. And these seem like a little more genuine, where I'm not going to read off the third one, and I'm not going to, like, specifically point to the third one, but there's something about this channel, Riceman, that seems like there's got an interesting formula happening over here. So, you would like one Apple Watch, thank you. We might start with this. What do you guys think? Should we look at the like Daily Dropout and Epic channels first, or should we just start with the general Social Experiment search term? So I'm more down to start there, I think, because it's going to be like way more degenerate. At least it seems like it's way more degenerate based on the third thumbnail. I haven't looked too far down here. There's a few of these. I hope that some of them do seem like they're not. Harassment, men versus women. Oh, it's Joey Salads? Wait, okay, we're starting here. Joey Salads is still doing his motherfucking thing, dude?
What's up, guys? Joey Salads here, and you see all the time in the news about sexual harassment. A man sexually harassing a woman. But what would you do?
Dude, this is such a throwback. What the fuck?
If the roles were actually reversed? Would you react the same way? Well, in this social experiment I'm about to show you, I made it over 2 years ago, highlighting that fact.
What? He's just, wait, this is, oh, you know what? You know what we need to do? Okay, this is good. The Riceman guy is recent. I forgot to filter out for when this shit was uploaded. Like, I want to do probably just this year. I definitely do not want 2 years old shit. Because that's why I was like, what the fuck? I haven't heard of Joey Salads in so long. Are you serious, Bretzo? It's okay. It makes a lot of sense. Joey Salads is, he's just one of the prank channels. He, vintage content. He got a lot of, like, notoriety because H3H3 did, like, content analysis of his channel. So ever since he became a living meme, essentially. But I thought he was straight up dead. Like, not, like, actually dead, but, like, on the internet dead. They reposted one of the old, what the fuck? Wait, maybe this isn't, no, this is, yeah, I remember this from like a fucking year ago, I guess. His age 3 is the only reason I know him. Me too. I don't know him for any other reason. Man forces his girlfriend to have sex with him. Social experiment? What the fuck? Yo, some of these seem so intense. Dropping money social experiment? Rebel TV? That name just sounds so sus, dude. Rebel TV? What are you? New prank this Saturday. Dude, I can't believe the pranks are still going on, man. Game of tag money? Yeah, okay. Rebel TV is exactly what I thought. The sex one is definitely fake. Who knows? It's not in English. It's like, what would you do? It's like, what would you do, you know? I might watch that. I mean, that one seems good. It just seems heavy. Asian racism social experiment. What would you do? All right, let's see. Let's just choose one.
It's okay. Do you have a map? I can.
Hey, where are you from?
I'm from
China.
I'm from Japan.
I don't know if there's a difference, man. You should probably go back to your country, though, man.
Hey, not cool.
I'm just saying.
No, hey, not cool, not cool.
I'm just saying we're having to wear masks because of this guy.
Hey, literally, that's not cool.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's Mick. So
Oh, okay. I was like, that seems way too good to be true.
today we're gonna do the race.
He's the paid actor.
Experiment. So we have an actor right here, Mr. Zach. Nice to meet you.
Is he holding a microphone that we can't see? Like, why is his hand like this?
Also, there's a camera right there. Just so you know, he's just acting for this project. So he's not actual racist person. So please, guys, don't misunderstand. Okay, thank you guys for helping me for this project. All right, guys, let's get to it. Let's go.
Yeah, I think it is. Because of adjusting the audio by mistake, sometimes it's a little bit hard to hear some parts, and there's clipping sounds sometimes. Okay, whatever, it's fine. Thank you for the warning.
Sorry, can I ask you something?
Yes, okay.
I don't know. I don't have data right now, so I'm trying to look for where the McDonald's is.
This guy has so much apology in his content. Like, he puts like a straight up qualifier up front. Hey, the audio's not the best. Oh, I'm sorry for the focusing problems.
I don't have data
like
right now, so I'm trying to look for where the McDonald's is.
McDonald's? Okay, there's no McDonald's on campus.
Okay.
But in that building.
Where are they? Where are they? The mask situation. It's just like, why do this there? I guess that's where you're gonna get the best reactions.
Right there, there's a.
It's like, oh, I don't see people wearing masks. I know somebody's gonna tell me that I caused the Kung Flu.
Wendy's. Yeah. Oh, I love Wendy's. So
yeah, so
sure.
Yeah, exactly, Skelly.
That building right there. What country are you from?
Japan.
What do you mean it's old? How could this be old? This is it's 2021. Yo, what's up, Yurt?
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're not from China?
Yeah.
You didn't cause this? Full issue?
I mean, what do you mean?
The pandemic, man. We're all screwed and we're wearing these masks because of your people, man. I wish you would just go back to your...
Damn, these guys are silent.
Yeah, leave him alone. It's not his fault. Yeah, there's a Wendy's over there.
Okay.
These guys are silent. What the fuck?
You guys don't believe that, like, I mean, he could be the reason why we have it here. Has that crossed your mind?
He just said he's from Japan, so I don't think it's him.
I don't know, man. It could be from any one of those countries for all we know. But I mean, we're a year out, so it's not like it's his personal fault.
Oh man, we're a year out. He's like, they're giving room for this. They're not just like, dude, it's America's fucking fault for not locking it down. They're like, no, yeah, obviously it was, it was China's fault, but like, it's not his personal fault. Oh my God.
I wish you'd go back to your country, man. You don't belong here.
Also, he's Japanese. Like, what? Where did that argument go?
You don't look like...
Why did they, so they accepted him being like, he could be from any one of those countries, man. And then they went, yeah, I guess you're right, but it's not his fault personally. What the fuck? Yeah, have a good day? What the fuck, dude? This is civility shit, man. This is like the Republicans being like, oh, liberals are too mean. Because all of us over here are like, what a piece of shit. They're like, where did civility go? Where did manners go? Like, dude, you're a piece of shit, man. We're a year out, meaning I was definitely saying shit to people when this started. Yeah, exactly. Like,
I'm sorry.
No problem. Sorry about that. Yeah, there's a Wendy's in
sorry. Yeah, there's a Wendy's. Okay, dude.
that building right there.
Okay, thank you so much.
Listen to that guy. He's full of crap. I'm glad you're here. Yeah.
Appreciate it.
See, that's a fucking homie, dude. These guys are so adjacent to that dude's beliefs. Like, this shows the, like, contrast. You know what I mean? This kid wearing a mask clearly understands what the fuck, like, that dynamic was, right? These motherfuckers, like, oh, dude, the contrast here.
Thank you so much, guys.
Not even involved. Just, like, coming up, being like, bro, that sucked. My bad, dude.
Have a good day. Wait, what's your name?
My name's
Oh, these guys now realize they should be nicer.
Mick.
When they were literally like, yeah, there's a Wendy's. Meek.
M-I-C-K, that is called Mick. It's kind of English name, if you guys don't mind. Sorry, can I ask you something? Yeah. So, actually, I'm looking for...
Do you feel like he's specifically asking people without masks? Do you think he's specifically doing that? I think he is.
Where the McDonald's, but I don't know where the data... I don't have a data right now, so...
Looking for where, what is?
It's good that he has a Japanese accent, too, because Japanese accents are low-key what, like, Americans think Chinese accents are. Because, like, they don't have L's, so they say R's. Like, that's, like, the stereotype, you know? So, like, Japanese McDonald's is McDonald's. No, it's something like that. They add, like, an extra syllable in there. But anyways, so, like, him saying McDonald's, like, to them will sound super Asian. No, dude, Rare Flowers, you're so, like, on the East Coast that you have too nuanced of like, you know what the difference between Korean, Japanese, Chinese, Vietnamese are. Like, most of America lumps all that together. I saw a meme the other day that was like a map of the world as drawn by America, and for Asia it was like everything was China. There was a little bit that was Korea, and it was South Korea and North Korea were just Korea, and then south of China was just Vietnam. Like, that is basically what most people think. So are you Chinese? Yeah, exactly right. Like, there's too many, like Americans just don't have an appreciation of how many countries are actually out there. Your faith in humanity dwindles with every stream. I'm surprised at this take. No, Asian racism sucks in America. Eastern Asian racism. Where, like, people who are, like, fully fledged, like, just straight up Americans, like, third generation, just because they appear Asian will get, like, so much shit. And one of the things is, like, people just being, like, lumping them together as, like, one thing and just being like, okay, well, Chinese, Korean, Japanese, same thing. Like, that's literally a thought that a lot of people have.
McDonald's?
McDonald's.
I don't know where it is.
Great question.
Hey, where are you from?
I love how they had him come out of the cut. I love how they had him, like, walk across the field, like, slowly approaching.
Yeah.
I'm from Japan.
Okay.
Where you from, buddy?
This is America, man. You should probably leave.
Dude, how do people pause? Are they just, like, in such disbelief? It reminds me of my coworker who, when I showed him some of the chuds that we watched, were like, wow, this person is saying white lives matter. Like, I feel like they don't encounter this shit so much that they're like, I can't imagine that this person just said that. You know what I mean? That's what it feels like to me. But who knows? Maybe, like, maybe they're, I don't know. I want to give them the credit, but they pause so hard.
What do you mean?
With all this Asian virus stuff going on and us having to wear these masks, man, it's killing us. We really wish you would get out of here, man.
Is that joking?
Aren't you guys worried standing so close to him? I mean, this is...
They're just, dude, this dude took out his phone. This dude took out his phone. She's tense as fuck. She doesn't know what to say. Dude.
It's screwed everything up, man. This whole pandemic thing, because of your people. I just wish you guys...
Okay, so they agree too. This is nuts, dude. If you don't, in this situation, you know how, like, people will joke about how, like, the left has gone too far with, like, racial, with, like, critical race theory and stuff, and the idea that you need to be anti-racist. Like, people will say shit like that, like, oh, you got to be anti-racist now. It's not enough. It's like, here's a great example. Like, you sitting there and allowing him to say this shit silently while you're on your phone and allowing this person to just like be harassed in this way is so fucked up. And like, you are literally the thing that is like allowing this to go on when you have like the power to stop it, you know, obviously, like if they weren't there, but they're just kind of like waiting for it to go away. Since they aren't Asian themselves, they think probably this guy isn't going to take it too seriously. You know what I mean? It's just like, this is such a good example of like why we need to like have anti-racist messaging out there. Like, they prove their own point for the thing they don't want.
We'll get out of here, man. I mean, look around. You don't fit in here. Don't you guys see that?
Sorry.
Dude, these guys are fucking assholes, dude.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
Dude, these guys are... they suck, dude. They suck, dude. They suck. This is when, like, I bet they're gonna act like they're on his side now, and this is like... dude, it's like, it's like white privilege at its finest, in a way, right? Because, like, they think that something like this is, like, a one-off, you know? Like, probably something that you shouldn't take too seriously, right? And so they're just, like, being quiet and, like, nah, I'm not going to address it while he's here. I know he'll leave soon. As opposed to, like, being openly vocal and counteracting this piece of shit, right? Like, this is just privilege at its finest, dude.
No, good. I'm also.
Or it's like dissonance from privilege at its finest. That's the end of that one. Oh my god.
Student.
Oh, nice. I have an international student roommate.
Oh, nice.
Actually. She's from Jerusalem.
I want to ask you something. Do you know where the McDonald's is?
Oh, I have an international roommate, actually. She's from Jerusalem. I guess I shouldn't shit on her too hard. She's just trying to find a way to relate to somebody. But relating to somebody by being like, oh, you're foreign? I also know a foreign person. Is like so fucking weird.
Because I don't have data.
Yeah. Where are you from? You from China?
I'm from Japan.
Okay. I don't know the difference, but you see this mask we have to wear? I think it's because of your people, man. You should probably go back to your country.
Here, I can show you with McDonald's.
Don't you agree?
So their response, and I'm going to give them credit, their response is to like try and diffuse by moving away. That's their first response. But they, like, the one thing that I think they don't realize is just how common something like this could actually be for somebody, right? And like, that this dude is probably not just doing this to this guy. So like, you just moving away doesn't stop anything from happening. Like, you should probably talk to this motherfucker and make him know that that shit's not okay.
I'm just doing my job. Would you like a piece of candy, sir?
Sorry, can I?
Yeah, oh, you're black? Oh, so is my friend Janae. Like, okay, cool. What?
I don't know. I'm trying to look for the McDonald's, but I don't have data.
Yeah, I know where McDonald's is. I go there like every day.
Oh, really?
It's kind of far though.
Oh, really? Okay, okay. Nice.
This guy's like super affable. He's so nice.
Okay. Do you have a map?
Oh, dude, yeah, I know McDonald's. I go there every day. You know what it might be, though? I'm just going to make a guess. This is like the first time they're going out, and he's just putting on a really strong game just to like have her be like, wow, he's so nice.
I'm trying to...
Oh, yeah, dude, I love McDonald's. All right, so if you're looking for McDonald's, you're going to take 345 paces to the east. Then you're going to reach a tree. That tree has a nook in it, right? Just so you know that you're not getting mistaken. Once you reach that tree, you're going to take a 45-degree angle turn to the left. McDonald's is going to be straight away.
The McDonald's, but I don't have...
Anything else I could help you with today? Like, do you need to know where like a public bathroom or anything like that is? All right, sir, here's my phone number in case you have any more questions. I'm on a date right now, but I'll try to be as helpful as I can.
I know where McDonald's is. I go there like every day.
Oh, really?
It's kind of far though.
Oh, really? Okay, okay.
It's okay. Do you have a map? I can.
Hey, where are you from?
I'm
Are you
from
China?
Japan. I'm from Japan.
I don't know if there's a difference, man. You should probably go back to your country though, man.
Hey. Not cool.
I'm just saying.
No, hey.
Yep, dude, the fact that he didn't blink and was just immediately like, hey, immediately. That's what everyone should have done. That right there. Nah, it doesn't have to get crazy. You don't have to go nuts, but just show him that that shit does not fucking fly. Like, that's all you gotta do.
Hey, not cool, not cool.
I'm just saying we're having to wear masks because of this guy.
Hey, literally, that's not cool.
What's your name? I'm not gonna tell you, man, but I'll tell you one thing.
Yeah,
that
but
guy
that's not cool, though. Yeah?
literally. We're all people, right?
I don't know, man.
So you don't just come here and you just tell people racist comments like that. Yeah? Sound good?
I mean, I get it.
This guy, the actor doesn't know how to follow this up. The actor doesn't know how to follow this up because he could come back like, it's not racist, it's facts. You know what I mean? He could continue the ruse, but he doesn't know. He's just gonna, I mean, I get it. Like, that's not how this would go with somebody who really thinks this way.
I respect you. I don't even know who you are, right? Right. But we're all just trying to get through life, right? We're all the same, all doing our thing.
Yeah, I understand that.
Skelly, yeah, you're right. It's still the date thing. It's like, yeah, no, like I'm on a date right now, but like you shouldn't be talking to people like that. Like I don't mind taking the time out of my day to like educate you on this, just so you know the impact of your actions.
So I get a little frustrated.
No, I think this is this dude. He's genuinely like, I'm gonna give him the credit. I'm just memeing on him.
Yeah? No need to make that comment.
No, I get it.
We're chill?
All right, man.
Okay, appreciate you.
Oh, that word chill was so... dude, that word chill?
No need to make that
Yo.
comment.
No, I get it.
We're chill?
Look at that word chill. Look at the eye contact. Look how he like moved with him. Like that. Woohoo!
All right, man.
Okay, appreciate
That dude was getting a punch if he did not say we're chill.
Thanks.
Through there, and it's up in the world right
All
now.
right, all right, all right. Thank you so much.
Yeah, sure
I
thing.
mean, I'm so sorry for.
You're good, dude. That was uncalled for.
Okay.
The music. Okay, the music sucks though.
Yeah.
I don't think they should make this so like, I get why he's doing it on like the editing side. I don't think they should make this so like uplifting and inspirational. This is just like literally like, dude, if you see someone like this for anybody about any kind of like protected class, you'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like that should just be normal.
My name is Mick.
Adam.
Nice to meet you.
I'm just doing my job. Would you like a piece of candy, sir?
No, I just... It's hard for me to see so many...
Why did they cut from this one to come back to
these
it?
Asians here at our campus. I mean, it's crazy to me.
I'm sorry, sir.
I think it should go back to the...
Yo, she doesn't realize either. This is the privilege. Like, she doesn't realize how, like, I'm sorry, sir, and, like, treating this motherfucker, like, with the decency that she is and, like, allowing him to speak to this person this way is, like, making it worse. Like, she just doesn't know that. She thinks she's just, like, being nice and diffusing. She just doesn't understand.
Well, I'm sorry that you feel that way, sir. I'm just doing my job.
Pandemic is killing us. And
I'm just doing my job. What the fuck is that? Dude, I hate this.
They brought it to our country.
I hate this. And like my reactions make me sound like I think people should be like fucking like bringing out pitchforks immediately or whatever. I don't think that, but it's just what that last dude did. Just be like, hey, that is fucked up, man. What are you talking about? Why are you doing that? Just do that. Then it's done. It's over. Like that guy's gonna come back with whatever. Oh, they brought the flu here, and it's like, okay, that's whatever, dude. Shut the fuck up. Number one, like that's not true. Number two, and that's not the discussion. Go mind your own goddamn business. Like that's what people should say, and that would be diffusing it. Because if that motherfucker continued, then he knows he's unwelcome, and he knows that like he might not like what's coming to him next. You've already established a boundary, right? But for you to just be like, I'm just doing my job. I'm sorry, sir. Like you know, like I was saying, there's a Wendy's over there. Like, yeah, sure, I get that you don't want to deal with that. But this kid doesn't want to deal with this shit either. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry you feel that way, sir.
Do I not have Peepo Riot? Okay, I will.
Better day.
I'm
so
sorry. I'm sorry.
That sucks. Are you okay?
See, like that's the strategy that like that other group took too. They're like, okay, we'll talk to him about it afterwards. It's like, no, dude.
I know it
Dude,
sucks.
that sucks. I'm so sorry. I really want to give you a hug right now. Like, I feel bad. Do you want a hug?
Yeah, a hug would make it so much fucking better, dude. A hug makes that not happen anymore. She's hugging him because she feels bad that she couldn't do more in that situation. That's literally it. She's not hugging him because she feels... He's, like, comforting her. He's like, oh, yeah, no. I'll hug you to make you feel better about the lack of shit that you did there. Yeah, now you have to apologize for apologizing.
Just have a longer hug. It's okay.
Thank you so much.
That is so stupid.
I know, right?
I'm so sorry. I tried to get rid of him as fast as I can in the most delicate way as I could.
Yeah, that's the problem. That right there is literally the problem. Like, the most delicate way you can. Like, I get that you want... when somebody's going to treat someone like that, why do you want to treat that person with respect back? Like, they've stepped over a line. They are being a fucking asshole. You can say something back to them. You can be like, you are being a fucking asshole. Get the fuck away from us. You know, like, I do not understand this, like, I guess because she's working and she's like a political, I guess it's kind of fucked up that he had somebody on the job kind of do this. So like, okay, we got to put the onus on him a little bit because she's in a difficult position too. Because like, I guess if she responds too extremely on the clock, she could get fired. At the same time, I feel like the civility response is what we saw from most people there.
Sure.
You're looking for
COVID hugs in the chat.
McDonald's, is that
We
right?
have Dank Hug, right? Do we have Dank Hug enabled? Yeah, we got Dank Hug.
I think there might be one in the Wilk. I can come with you to look if you want.
Oh, really? Well, I had a Wendy's is nearby.
There is
here.
a Wendy's in the Wilk. I
Oh,
think.
really?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll
okay.
come with you.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, yeah. I get.
I get the music. I get why he's selling it as uplifting. This is not a good way of dealing with this. Like, making him feel better after the fact is not a good way of dealing with this. What if we hug next to a racist?
I'm trying to look for where the McDonald's is.
I don't know what is.
The McDonald's.
The maternal?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you don't want to talk to this guy, man. You might get the coronavirus. No, I'm serious, man. Where are you from, anyways?
I'm from Japan.
So he's from Asia, man.
Yo, anyone else see the floor design? I don't think it means anything, but it's there.
You might get the coronavirus. I'd stay away from something like that. You should probably go back to your country, man. Yeah, why would you say something like that?
All right, there we go. There we go. Good.
Brought it to our country.
Sorry, man.
I'm not even gonna explain too much anymore. I think we get it. Like, but this is good. What he's doing right now, good. Do this.
Why are you saying something like that? That's fucked up. You should go make some rice or something.
The one thing that they need to do, you should go make some rice or something. So now he's just being straight. No one would be this racist. They would come back with like facts and be like, he brought the coronavirus here. His people. If the American people did something, you think his people would treat us nicely? Like, that's what you got to do. First of all, like, that's how he should have been scripted. Second of all, for the person who's dealing with this, if you get in this situation, I feel like the best thing to do is not just say how fucked up it is to be racist, because that's just more or less just like saying, hey, be nice to somebody who's not going to play by those rules. Instead of saying it's fucked up to be racist, just be like, you're literally wrong, dude. Because he doesn't think he's being racist, and that's not the angle. Like, he does when he's saying the rice or something, because he's literally an actor. But people who really think this will just come back like, I'm not being racist, I'm being factual, and just be like, you're lying. Like, these things aren't true. Like, it has way more to do with our response to it than it does people traveling in from China. He snuck it in via rice. Yeah, he brought in the bat, dude. Like, do racists, like, walk up and interrupt people having conversations? Like, usually they just shout bullshit as they walk by. I can see this happening to an extent, not in the way this is unfolding, but I could see somebody's friend in a situation like this being like, dude, let's not talk to this guy. He might have coronavirus. I could see that. I don't think I could see somebody literally walking up to him and being like, you're Asian, you get out of here. Like, that seems a little unrealistic, but not to the extent that, like, it couldn't happen, just to the extent that I think it's highly unlikely.
There's a cafeteria over there. What? Why are you saying shit like that? You're saying, man.
They flag a lot of things. They flag anything non-cis white heteronormative, right? Like, it's anything that doesn't fit into their, functional style clothing, you know, like... Yeah, no, for Asia, it's anyone who doesn't have, it's pretty obvious, man. Anyone who doesn't fit a normal, like, white American is somebody who, like, they might have subscribed beliefs about, right? Or prescribed beliefs about.
Saying something like that, that's fucked up. You should go make some rice or something, man. There's a cafeteria over there. What? Why are you saying shit like that? You're saying, man.
Sorry.
Bro, stop with that shit. That's fucked up. Your own damn business.
So the thing is, it is fucked up, right? You can't in this moment have that conversation, though, because what you understand, this guy doesn't understand, because he doesn't understand how that contributes to harm. So you can't really have that discussion right now. It's just better to get him to shut up by being like, get the fuck out of here. You're wrong. Stop talking to us. As opposed to, like, that's fucked up because now you're like allowing him to attack back and like you're not really giving him the strongest argument that you can at the moment for why he shouldn't do that stuff. Because he's not going to agree that it's fucked up.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
Is it in the mall somewhere?
I think so, but I don't know where it is.
This dude's literally shocked, though. I have to say, like, this dude, you can tell, he's, like, actually freaked out. And, like, he probably has, like, a huge adrenaline rush going.
Sorry. Is it in the mall somewhere?
So he's, like, asking, like, is it in the mall? Like, he already knew kind of what he was looking for. He, like, completely forgot. He's just, like, looking for an excuse to digest what the fuck just happened.
I think so, but I don't know.
Again, this is a very privileged thing too, right? Because it's like the first time he's ever just experienced racial discrimination. And he's like, oh my God, I can't believe this is a real thing.
Yeah, I can help you try and find it, bro.
Bro, I'm sorry, bro. I feel.
No, don't be sorry about anything.
This is an easy way to convert gamers, isn't it? Just show them that racism does exist in a social experiment that's filmed and staged.
I'm trying to, I don't know where the McDonald's is.
McDonald's?
Yeah.
You want to go to McDonald's?
Yes, sir.
Just type in McDonald's. You want me to type it in for you?
Oh, yeah.
Type in McDonald's. Use your phone, bro. That's the first, like, smart answer he's gotten today. Because he's had his phone out the entire time. So it's like, obviously, he probably already did that, fucking asshole.
Oh, I'm gonna type it.
Just use your phone?
Sorry, man.
Yo, what's up, MT?
McDonald's.
Okay.
And then go back to your country.
Yeah, mate, you first have to enable the US keyboard. I don't know if you've done that yet. This motherfucker, yo, come on.
I mean, what is it?
Sam, where are you from?
I'm from Japan.
You work at that restaurant there?
Huh?
You work at the restaurant right there?
No.
Oh, God, dude.
I mean...
What the fuck? What? Hey, slack. Hey, get on down, bro.
Yep, that's exactly how you deal with this. You don't treat us with respect, you don't get respect back. Somebody who's look at this. The first person, just have to say, the first person, for anyone who's watching who's like, oh, we keep bringing up white privilege and all this and shit like that. The first person we've seen him interact with who doesn't have white skin, and obviously that can be the editing, right? Immediately understands. Like, you don't sit there and try to have a conversation with this guy. You just go, mind your own fucking business. The fuck is wrong with you? Get out of here.
What's up? What happened?
Sorry, I just got racist.
Go ahead. What was you saying? Come over here.
All right, sorry.
What was he about to say? I just got racistly attacked. I just got racistly attacked.
Sorry, I just got racist.
Go ahead. What was you saying? Come over here.
All right, sorry guys. Sorry. I'm sorry guys. Sorry.
No, you're good, bro. Okay.
See, that's actually how you deal with it. That is exactly how you deal with it. I know that, yeah, the diaper chin, I saw it too. I think we're lucky in whatever state he's in if people are actually wearing masks.
Do something?
Yeah, of course.
So I don't know where the McDonald's is. You know where the McDonald's?
Sorry?
I don't know where the McDonald's is. I'm trying to look for the McDonald's, bro.
Oh my God, they've never heard another accent in their life. They're like, what the fuck did he say?
I genuinely don't know.
Oh, okay.
I live in Spanish Fork.
Okay, gotcha.
I live in Spanish Fork? What?
I genuinely don't know.
Oh, okay.
I live in Spanish Fork.
Okay, so he just doesn't know the area. Okay. I was like, what? Look at this backpack, by the way. What is this backpack, dude? Is this like fashionable now, having like a tiny backpack that's like way too low on your back?
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Is this guy bothering you?
Oh, no.
That is likely. Okay, Bretzo, you were saying before how likely is the situation. This right here, I can 1,000 fucking % see. I can 1,000% see someone who's like low-key racist as fuck tweeting about this shit all the time, or like going on Facebook and getting mad about this, looking up from their phone, seeing an Asian dude or someone like a black dude, anyone who's not white, talking to a young white couple and being like, now is my time to shine. Finally, I get to be a hero. Like that, I can completely see that happening. This is legit a weakness of mine. You have trouble understanding heavy accents. Do you really? But when he says McDonald, he just says McDonald, right? Like you can, I think you can narrow it down, right? He doesn't say the S or anything, but like, it's not the craziest way of pronouncing it.
Where you from, man?
I wouldn't even consider that to be stupid, not understanding accents. It's more or less just having experience with people. That's why I said I don't think these people have ever heard a non-American accent in their life, you know, because it's like you'll get, like, just living in America, you'll get a good sense of American accents. Now that's changed with like online content. You'll see a lot more, but like I think most people upon first hearing an accent will question whether or not like that person is saying what they think they are.
I'm from Japan.
You sure you're not from China?
No.
You know, your people
Mickey D's, that's what me and my friends used to call it in high school. You wanna go to Mickey D's?
I'm from Japan.
You sure you're not from China?
No.
You know, your people are making us wear these masks, man.
Hey, I think you should back off.
Boom, boom, dude. Latter half has been really good, dude.
That's
Sorry.
You're saying you want to go back to your own country.
Oh wait, is she not gonna get further involved? Oh, does he move away now?
Sure about that? I'd keep your distance, man. You might have the coronavirus.
He's okay, I've already had it.
Hey, sorry, what's going on?
This is exactly the response that I would hope for. Is just like, that does not fly.
You're saying they want to keep your distance.
You know
Social
what? We can
distance.
choose to do that for ourselves.
Sorry guys,
No, don't even worry about it. This guy's a fucking asshole.
That way, but I'm not sure where.
Sorry guys.
Don't ever.
No, you're all good.
Don't ever apologize for that.
Thank you.
That's
What's wrong? So what's up? What are you looking for?
Boom, dude, that was perfect. That was textbook right there. That was perfect. Like, it kind of sucks that it takes 5 people. You know what I mean?
I don't know where the McDonald's is. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're fine. You're fine.
Sorry.
I don't know.
He did. I was gonna comment on that. Like, as opposed to saying like that's absurd that you would just expect him to have coronavirus because he's Asian. He says that's okay. I've already had it. Like, it makes sense though. Hearts are pounding, you know, like it makes sense. It's whatever. It's fine. It's like the other guy before who was like, that's fucked up, where it's like, that's not gonna work, but like your heart's beating. So yeah, okay.
I'm not sure.
You don't know. Yeah, I just can go home.
Live up here.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem.
Sorry guys.
No, don't ever
Hey,
feel
you're
bad.
like that, Mom. You didn't do anything wrong.
Sorry.
No, that guy's a dick. Don't even worry about it.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. So actually, there's a camera right there. It's a social experiment. Thank you so much. You're the legend. Yo, you guys
And they did not have much of a reaction to the reveal there.
are the legend. Thank you so much for. Thank you so much for.
Maybe they didn't understand what he said when he said it. Oh God.
He's a professional.
Because they did not react. They just looked and were like looked right back at him.
Yeah. So he just.
He has to self-promote. What is AGH? Let's see if we can find this. Because all he said was AGH, right? Let's see if we can find it. Okay, nope. Allegheny General Hospital. Yep, nope. Let's check SoundCloud. I bet we can find it on SoundCloud, right? Let's see. SoundCloud. I'm not signing in. Let's do AGH. Nope. Can't figure it out. Dude, people need to think about their fucking search engine optimization. You're gonna fucking just flash your t-shirt like that's actual self-promo. Just make yourself findable. You look up Palinoptic, you aren't finding any other motherfucker on the internet.
Like he's not racist at all. All right. Actually, there's a camera right there. It's a social experiment.
I want it with her. I wanted to check how red her face was before and after. I feel like as soon as it happened, her face went super red.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Good job, bro. Good job. Actually, there's a social experiment.
Oh God. These guys were one of the worst.
Alright guys, thank you guys for watching my video. Hopefully you can learn something through this video, you know?
Yep. Make sure you leave a comment and smash the like button.
Alright guys.
Jesus Christ. This was probably one of the more like wholesome ones that we'll see today though, to be honest. I kind of want to check out Riceman. Okay, his branding is literally just all about eating rice. What the fuck? Okay. Let's see. Does appearance change the way you are treated? Okay, let's just do that one. The fuck is this? Oh my god, this is the... Yes, obviously. Wait, what? How is this a social experiment? This is what I mean. Like, this is not... What are they testing? What are they testing that we don't already know here? And, like, how are they setting this up in a non-biased way to, like, confirm... Like, they're just confirming what we already expect. Like, okay, all right. We had each person walking on the streets of LA for 2 hours with their heavy belonging. Brett, so if you wouldn't mind banhammering that person who Fossabot just muted. Thank you, Brett. So why would anyone help her? I think, okay, if we're just like looking at it like this, I would probably help the middle person. Like, just being straight up honest. Like, if that person looked like they were seriously struggling, I might be like, maybe I wouldn't though. I don't know, man. I think I might just like not try to help anybody here. Like, I probably wouldn't get involved. I don't know. How is she walking? How's the rich old lady walking? You see, she looks like she's killing herself, dude. And I guess, like, you would assume the same with the homeless person. Like, she's not in the best physical condition. But, like, with homeless people, you know, like, you yourself aren't solving the problem by helping that person in any capacity. So, like, feeling bad for not doing it is, like, just on you. Like, it's okay if you do. If it's extra if you do. That's awesome if you do. But I don't think that it's a problem if you don't. You know? I often assume that a bunch of other people already asked and she declined. That is true too. That is true too. With old people, I do assume that sometimes. Actually, I always assume that with disabled people. Because it's like, people are so dumb when they see somebody with disabilities and they'll be like, oh, I need to help this person who's like out in public. It's like, they got out here somehow. Like, they're good.
This is so heavy.
This is so heavy. Wait, she can extend the handle. Why is she carrying it like this? I bet everybody's looking at her. That's the help I would offer, you know? Skelly, I'm on your page, but I think I would just be like, you know you can extend the handle on that, right? And then if she comes back with it's broken, I'd be like, oh, okay.
Yes, please. Can you help me take it? Oh!
First thing he fucking does.
Oh, I didn't know you could do that. I just got it today. I didn't know you could do that.
Is anyone that much of a boomer?
So heavy. Oh my god, there is? I didn't know.
That's it. These guys are exactly what I would,
I
yes.
just got this. Where's the handle? Push on the button. Oh my
Yeah, I'm not gonna carry your shit, but use it properly.
This first coming. Thank you.
You see, it's not rich young woman. It's complete ditz. Like, it's like someone who just, like, you would feel bad not helping because they're so dumb about, like, their own shit. You know what I mean? Like, this would... Anyone, man, woman, young, old, you see someone this dumb, you're gonna be like, hey, there's a handle right there.
Oh yeah, that would be great. Thank you. It's so heavy.
This guy's a weirdo. What the fuck? Dude, that guy has real milady energy. I guess most of the people who are literally just gonna, like, walk her across the street have real milady energy.
I hurt my back the other day, so. Thank you so much.
Is it actually heavy? That's a good question. Oh, dude, we got the proof. Oh, yes, milady. May a gentleman such as myself ask for your number? Or is that something that's undesired?
I'm sorry, I actually have a
Ah, okay, no problem, milady. Tips fedora. I'll see you later.
Thank you so much for helping me. Thank you.
You are beautiful. Oh, God, dude. Jesus Christ. Yeah, because that's what everyone wants. Look at this motherfucker's little thin penciled fucking mustache up here, dude. Oh, my God. All of the people who offered help, like, literally just got off of, like, pickup artist forums. Yo, is that still a thing? That's a meta. That's a chud analysis. Is this still a thing? Let's just do, like, this month. Let's just see if this is still a thing. Or is it just, like universally understood as cringe now? I feel like all of those people who are helping her, oh God, it's still a thing. No, this guy's channel name is Alpha Male Strategies. What the fuck? No, dude. No, dude. No. I'm bookmarking it for chuds. What the fuck? I'm gonna bookmark the search term. We gotta, dude. This is gonna be so bad. But yeah, what I was saying, I feel like all these guys who are just like approaching her, just like we're watching like advice on YouTube or like reading their forums and shit, you know? AOL heard Milady and shuddered. She offers you to open the suitcase and it's just a spring that splats a pie in your face. Yeah, I know. I'm wondering if they put weights in it or not. No one seems to really think that she shouldn't be struggling with it, so like it probably is like packed.
Oh my God, this is so heavy. Oh, thank you.
What the fuck? He doesn't even ask. He could have just been stealing it. What the fuck? Also, this is that's the real reaction right there. This is like somebody who looks at this and thinks this is like a weak woman, like is just a fucking sexist. Like they don't understand, like this is a uniquely weak person. Like like weak mentally and weak physically. And she recognizes it. She's like, "Are you okay? Are you sure you're cool? You okay to be out in public?" Yeah, the music is like the uplifting shit. Yeah, no. It's just I love this. Cause look at her, she can't even walk straight. Look. Look. She's like trying so hard to look like she's struggling that she looks like she's like inebriated, dude.
Are you okay? Oh my God, I really hurt my ankle.
She's not acting normal. Asking. Yo, I love the people who are just like, let me just do this for you. Shut the fuck. I don't want to hear. Just let me do this. Dude, walk signals. I don't know about where you're at, Yurt, but walk signals are like a suggestion where I'm at. Like, I've jaywalked my entire life. Jaywalking is not a thing. Walking right into a photo shoot. Yeah, truly, just go around. This guy. It's like, yo, can you please?
Excuse me. Hey.
Oh.
I love this. The silent help. The silent help. Ugh. The fuck, dude? I'm getting too into it myself. The silent help is hilarious. Like, just coming up like, hey, I'm gonna do this for you.
I didn't even know there was a handle on this.
Oh,
I
the more
actually
you know.
just got it.
Good to go.
Thank you.
Listen to how fucking condescending he is. Oh, good to go. No. The color gradation behind them is so smooth. What the fuck?
Oh, where?
Right here.
Okay, how much longer? This has been 3 minutes of the same thing.
Oh, I had no idea.
You press the button right here.
Oh, wow. Okay, thank you.
Did you see him? Did you see him? They cut his audio. What the fuck did he say? Look.
Thank you.
It's like, dude, what the fuck? That's so good. What did they say? He's cracking up. Look at his friend, dude. His friend's dying. Look at his fucking friend. Oh, man. Oh, the nose, though. Yo, it's insane, man.
Actually, I have to cross the street,
But I'm going that way too.
I'm struggling with this. It's really heavy. Can you help me with this?
Yes, I was gonna suggest that, but in downtown, people sometimes get scared. But
Thank
no
you.
worries.
Yeah, right here.
He's like, he's done that too many times. He's literally afraid to ask to help a beautiful woman, like, because he's asked so many times that people have gotten annoyed with him in the past. Like, he's probably been like insistent as fuck or some shit. Yeah, I don't know. I was going to ask, but like, you know, people downtown, they get kind of weird. Like, what, dude?
Here is perfect. Thank you so much.
So since he's not here, let's get connected on Instagram.
Yo, I called it. I called it, dude. Oh, yeah, since your boyfriend is not here, Instagram?
Not for personal things, but for connection.
For work connection, yeah, of course.
That's my Instagram password.
Oh, he's gonna see who followed. Okay, anyways.
Okay, if it's for work, like, what the dude? What is wrong with this guy?
Nice talking to you. Have an awesome day. You just met a star, and he's leaving right now. Okay.
Dude, that guy is the ultimate creep. That guy is the ultimate creep. In 2 hours, 12 people helped the dumb young woman.
As you can see, the rich young girl got tons of help. Some
Okay, really quick. This is exactly the problem I have with this being called a social experiment, is we are told that she is a rich young woman, and so we think, or we, people who are really critical, think that is the only way people are viewing her. That is where this fails as a social experiment. We don't know what the perception of her is, such that we could make a meaningful conclusion about what just happened, right? And the idea that we're gonna put that next to an old, quote unquote, rich woman, poor old woman, and see what the meaningful difference is there. Like, the sample size isn't big enough. Like, 2.5 hours with one person isn't big enough. Like, you don't know what people are perceiving them as. You didn't do interviews with them afterwards and ask why they helped this person, right? Like, this is why this fails as a social experiment. So I know that obviously nobody in my chat is taking this too seriously, but just to like put it out there as to like why I think that categorization is a problem, because it says that they're doing something meaningful, finding meaningful results, when they're doing the opposite. They're setting up a situation for certain reactions to take place, and then curating the editing so that it looks a certain way, right? To make this a social experiment, to make the social experiment work, they need to have a super buff woman carrying luggage with zero problems. Yeah, they need to have like a lot of, yeah, exactly, like a lot of different types of people, not just what they think people will consider a young rich woman, because that's literally what it is. It's just what they think people will consider.
Approached her when she wasn't even asking for help. So now let's see how a rich elderly woman...
Wait, wasn't she asking for help by going like, it's so heavy, oh, it's so heavy? Like, I would perceive that as asking for help.
will do.
Yeah, this, there's no question. There's no question. This is what I was saying before. If it looks like she's killing herself to move this thing, I probably would at least be like, there's the fucking handle, you know? Yeah, not asking but fishing, exactly. Like trying to create, just making the most out of their camera time with her, right? So they were probably giving her those directions so they didn't have to pay her as much for the hour. Yo, don't put the camera on these guys and be like, yo, these guys are assholes. What is this editing? This, again, is why this is so worthless as a social experiment. It's so judgmental. In 2.5 hours, nobody helped the old rich woman. It's really sad. Like, what? It is neutral not to help. Again, I will say, it is neutral not to help. You have no idea what this person's circumstance is. And to just insert yourself into it because you perceive it a certain way, like, is not a good thing necessarily, right? It might happen to be a good thing. It might happen to be a welcome thing, but it could also be a bad, unwelcome thing, right? Like, there's no, like, just because of the way they set this up doesn't mean that somebody intervening is good, right? And the way that they're filming this with, like, editing this with the music and putting the camera on those people suggests that they're doing something wrong by not asking to help. Like, the way that they train the camera on certain people is so fucked. Dude's on a bike. What if he's like a DoorDash guy? She's legit jogging. Also, we don't know how many people are behind her, so like pan the camera to her like she's the only one who's available to help is so fucking wrong. 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's ending and these people are just standing here. This is such fucked up editing. This is actually really devious editing too. I don't know that like most people would see that. Like, I don't know that most people would see those like subtle camera movements that suggest a narrative. Oh, you got a palm. It's not as good as Marshall. There you go. Oh, wait. There you go. You're Pomeranian action. Right? Is that a Pomeranian? There you go, Yurt. It doesn't look like a palm? It's just not like as fluffy. No, but a good boy the same. Oh, okay, okay. You see why I thought that though, yeah? Like, here's what I hate, is this takeaway for this is supposed to be, dude, this is so sad. It's so fucked up that people treat a young, pretty rich woman way better than they would treat an old, rich woman. Like, it's so fucked up. Like, that's supposed to be the takeaway, but nothing that they're doing is actually setting us up to, like, to be able to know that that's the truth, that people wouldn't do this. Like, so then people think that that's, like, how society works, that people are more likely to help a young rich girl than an old rich person or young old rich girl or whatever. Like, they think that that's how society works, but it's built on this like completely false premise of this like fucking YouTube video to generate clicks. It's so fucked. Car beeps at her. Dude, like, she's looking at her like, yo, it has wheels. That's this face right here. She's like, yo, this has wheels, dude.
Could you help me, please? I have some injuries.
No, you're okay. We got
and I
you.
think something's wrong with the handle or the...
So because other people didn't make that assumption, then they're fucked up? Is that now the implication? Oh, she's got injuries, man. Yeah, how could anyone know that? And it's kind of like they shouldn't make that assumption. They're not bad for not making that assumption.
Yeah, we got you.
Oh, I didn't know. I just got it.
Yeah, you're okay. It
Thank
looks nice
you.
and new. It looks good. Yeah.
Thank you guys so much.
And you look great in your white.
Thank you.
Yeah. Whoa, where are you going?
The fuck? Yo, why are the only people that help like got a low-key flirt?
Who you gonna go see?
Well, now, if I told you...
Now you're making me feel like a woman. Thank you, young men.
You, it wouldn't be a secret now, would it? I'm on one of those secret missions. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Take care.
Wonderful meeting, you guys.
She's got the perfect voice for
With
this.
the hearts.
We're out there. You need help?
Oh, yes, please.
See, this is what's so dishonest about this. Because of the way they edited it, we think, oh, she's been walking around for like 2 hours and like the last couple people helped. It's so stupid.
So heavy, and I'm waiting for my Uber, and you know, they take forever.
Wait, you're waiting for your Uber? Why are you walking?
So much. This is fine. Thank you.
Do you guys see what I mean about this fucking editing, dude? It's so fucked. Dude's carrying his groceries, man, or like whatever he bought from Target, listening to like his ear pods. Like, it's not, or AirPods. Oh God. Like, it's not like he's doing something bad by not putting his bags down and helping her. It would be nice if he did. It's not bad that he doesn't.
Thank you.
Oh, here he comes. Oh my God.
It's a brand new luggage, and I have injuries, and I'm not too quite sure. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Only 3 people. So there's a 4 times difference between being a pretty young woman and a rich old woman.
Now our actress will completely transform herself into a homeless woman. Let's see how she does.
Literally no one is gonna help her. But what is the conclusion to this? Like, the problem is the conclusion to this, if people think it's bad that nobody helps the homeless woman, is that on our own, through person-to-person interaction, like, we should like take on the burden to solve homelessness. That's like what this would suggest, right? But that's not true. Like, you're barking up the wrong tree. Like, it's not up to all of these people to help this person and accommodate them. It's up to the fucking government to do that shit. So, like, whether or not somebody helps this person doesn't make them a good or bad person. It's good if they do. It's nice if they do, but it's not like something that they should do, right? And it's not going to solve the problem ultimately. So somebody who walks away from this thinking that you should always help homeless people, I think like doesn't live in a city, like just hasn't experienced homelessness, hasn't seen what homelessness is like. Because you'll see people who like are really like green to cities. They'll get off and like they'll go to New York or some shit, get out of Port Authority, like turn around, see some fucking homeless people there, and they'll like want to help them. You know, but like most of the locals will just like teach that person like you can't really do anything about it. It's a problem that is way bigger than you, you know. There's 100% at least one person in the comment section like, wow, I'm going to totally help everyone. Yeah, that I think is exactly the case, because when people are going to watch this, they're going to take away that like you need to be as nice as possible to people in all instances. But in some cases, like that niceness can just be an assumption that you're making and like, you know, deciding to act upon, right? This is not an assumption. She's literally got a sign that says homeless. But like when you see the old woman, when you see the young woman, right? Like, in my opinion, it's just more fucked up for them to portray this as though these people are doing something bad when they're all just like experiencing the same sort of like power dynamic that we all are and trying to navigate it. Like when this person is struggling, like it's more fucked up for them to portray these people as doing something wrong in that capacity than like to show them as like good to who are doing like what am I trying to say? What am I trying to say? I just don't like how they're painting these people out to be bad pictures through their editing choices, because these people are going through the motions that this person who's homeless is going through, right? And just trying to like maximize their well-being while like being in this shit and in this shit show that we all like ended up in, right? Yeah, right. That could happen too. Exactly, right? Like they get like indignant and shit, or they just get like straight up like, you know, I mean, there's like mental issues. That's why I'm saying it's like it's not a person-to-person thing. It's not like up to everybody to contribute to this problem and like make it better. Like it's up to the system to structure for the problem of homelessness and to deal with our mentally ill population like a lot better, or our neurodivergent population a lot better than we currently do. Kraut? Of course. I don't know who Kraut is. Do you mean Crowder? this Kraut? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to say. I have no idea. I think I've seen the animations. I think I've heard him talk to Destiny before, but I've never actually watched his stuff. I know Destiny says he's like super level-headed. If that's the same guy that I'm thinking of, I could be completely wrong. I have no idea, though. Yeah, they seem to have a lot of controversy. I think it is the guy that I'm thinking of. I think when I looked into his content, I was just like, this is too long for me. And like, yeah, it didn't, the conversation that he was having that let me just make sure that I'm correct on what I'm thinking about here. Yeah, I wonder if this is what I saw. I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea. I mean, I'm willing to take a look. You know, it doesn't really matter too much though. What I think right now, right? Because I have no impression. Other than thinking I saw him in a Destiny vid. Oh, I thought they were gonna get the can. The only thing that I have done recently for the homeless people that are in my city is outside, they always dumpster dive. So sometimes I just keep like a bag of cans that like I'll just put on the side for them. So they don't have to fucking dumpster dive the cans out, because that's what they do. And you guys know I drink a shitload of Monsters, so I have a shitload of cans. This reminds me of one time, that one time a Chinese hobo blew up on social media because of how sexy he looks. Really? What the fuck? Yeah, it's always so funny, our expectations of homeless people versus the reality. I remember that dude who like could sing really well, and everybody was like, oh my god, like he should go on American Idol. And it's like, dude, like, just because you're homeless doesn't mean you can't sing or don't have skills or aren't intelligent. It's so funny, our expectations. Like, we're such fucking assholes. Like, oh, you're homeless, and so you must be like really stupid, unstable, like have no talent, like.
No help. It's so heavy. Nobody can help me. Nobody loves me.
It's because I think, here's the thing that I actually think. I think people are not going to help the homeless person because they recognize that that is a systemic problem. Like, they recognize that as an inherently systemic problem, right? Except one other person. Here we go. When you see elderly person struggling and when you see a young person struggling, I don't think we can even say like the rich part. Like, it doesn't even come across. You don't view that as a systemic problem, right? So you're like, okay, well, this is a one-off. I can help in this instance. But when you see a homeless person, you know that you might help in that moment, but it's not going to lead to any improvement. And then to delude yourself in the next step to say, well, if everybody helped, then there wouldn't be a problem, is stupid. It is just uneducated, right? So I think most people are recognizing that this problem is bigger than them when they see the homeless woman. But when they see the other people, they're like, oh, okay, well, this isn't like a problem that's bigger than me. Like, I can literally just solve this right now. It's like if there was like an unpaved road that like people would drive off of and their cars would end up in a river. Like, it's not like your responsibility to like park on that road and tell people about the dangers, right? It's like up to the government to stop that problem. And if you see somebody drowning in like a one-off instance and you're standing there, you're probably going to go help that person because you're like, oh, okay, well, this I can fix. Like, this one person drowning, yeah, I can go help them. But if it was like a systemic problem that led to hundreds of people drowning a year, like, you wouldn't fucking park next to the fucking riverbed and like wait for somebody to fall in to go save them, you know? Or you wouldn't like park your vehicle on the road and stop people from driving down there. It's the same kind of thing.
That would help.
Yeah, someone else who seems like they've experienced extreme poverty, like living, working a job that has like a very meager wage helps them. Like that is no surprise. And like, to be real, this right here is more help than anyone else could have offered. Like, no one who was walking past her on the street, like, could have given her a bag. Like this is way more valuable than helping her walk stuff across the street.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
How can we be proud of ourselves as a society? Work to fix these problems from within, not blame ourselves for not doing something about it. When we ignore the poor, the elder, and the weak, we do that in our political actions, and that's the issue. So I agree with this, but I disagree that this is a problem that comes from like a person-to-person interaction. This shit's fucked. This shit's fucked. This channel is great. It's so bad, it's good. It's so bad, it's good for conversation. Poop prank in the girl's bathroom. How do we go from... See, like, that's the thing. Now, this dude's like, I'm such a good person for making this video. All right, now let's make the poop prank video. Like, dude, shut the fuck up. You're gonna fucking... come at me with like your high and mighty shit at the end. Like, how can we be proud of ourselves? You came out with that video after you put out poop prank in the girl's bathroom. Okay. Like, Jesus Christ, man. All the pretense, all the fucking like putting this shit on a pedestal that occurred in that video is so like undermined when you just look at the previous content on this shit, dude. Holy crap, man. Fuck me. They're so short, too. Some of them seem kind of good. This one seems like it would be fucking hilarious. Homeless man giving money to the rich? Like, who would turn it down? I'm gonna watch this one. What the fuck? You guys down for this one? This is gonna be great. In need, please help yourself. Yo, what the fuck? What's the social experiment? What's the meaningful commentary? What's the takeaway? There's nothing. It's so vacuous. It's great for cringing at, though. Let's go.
This is for you. I don't need anything. Caesar giving ladies, would y'all like any? No, y'all don't want no cash. You don't want no cash.
I don't have no cash.
No, you don't want no cash? No. See, I was trying to give you cash.
Yeah, they're just gonna expect that he wants cash, of course.
Guys, my name is Lily, aka Riceman. How would you react?
Okay, this guy has really played into, I'm an Asian guy who's like trying to make myself, my brand is just caricature of Asian culture. Like, what the fuck, dude? At first I was like reluctant to say that, but like the way that he's curating his image here and his name Lee, like, okay, dude.
This man give you money. Would you even notice that the sign clearly says, please help yourself? Today we're gonna conduct a social experiment to find out.
Can't be right. Oh yeah, I forgot that's the cheat code here. Right, so Candace Owens, yeah, no, she's all good. She's helping black people, of course, I forgot.
More rice. Thanks to Bang Energy for sponsoring this video. Check out their new...
Dude, you know what I never knew about Bang Energy is how much of a fucking weirdo their CEO is. Have you guys ever seen this shit? Their CEO is like a weirdo, dude.
All right, friends, here working out. Check out this new Bang outfit I got. It's fully functional, as you can see in the gym. It's doing some back. Remember, folks.
Is he super pro Trump? He can. This guy looks like he votes Trump. Like.
Each rep, you get 17%. All that blings and all that glitters may be gold, folks. Check it out.
What were those hands next to him?
One of the main points I want to state about Jack.
Oh man, oh, this is like another video. Yeah, I never knew how weird that guy was until this week.
Delish strawberry kiss. If you're a strawberry lover like me, you'll find this to be delicious.
Wait, I thought you were a rice lover, motherfucker. Brand image ruined. All right, let's go.
I'm just gonna give away money. How's it going, man? You doing?
Yeah, man, how you doing?
Want any money? No?
Man, I don't have cash on me.
You don't? No? No, nobody wanted money? I was giving away money. Do you want any money? Yeah, okay. All right. You don't, no, this was for you. How you doing? Any cash? You want cash?
I don't have any cash
No?
on me.
You don't want any cash?
No, I don't want it.
You, right back?
He knew what was happening.
Well.
All right, I'm gonna place my bets. I think the only people who are going to actually take it are gonna be really young, and yeah, that's it. They're gonna be young. They're gonna be like under 30.
That'll make your day. Do you want? Would you like some cash, man?
It's in my car. Come back around.
Oh, I was giving you some cash. Season of giving. Do you want some? Would you like some?
There's so many of these excuses I've used too. Now that I'm like listening to this, like, oh, I don't have any cash on me. Like, I just have like my cards. I'll get you when I come back. Actually, I used to get people when I come back because there'd be so many times when I would like go to 7-Eleven or some shit, and there's like homeless people sitting outside, and I would not want to walk around with like whatever change I would get. So I would just go in there and I'd be like, all right, whatever. Like, I'll pay with a 10. I'll give you the rest of that 10 or whatever.
I don't bring anything with me when I run.
I was getting. You don't want any? Season of giving. You guys here? You want any? It was
in unison. I don't have any cash.
Y'all don't want any?
Wait, why didn't they keep filming? It's like the first person to recognize what's happening.
You need any cash, man? You want?
Sorry, I don't have anything on me.
You don't want no cash?
Huh. Oh.
No, you good? Okay. Season of giving, guys. Would y'all like any?
I don't have any cash on me. I'm sorry.
You don't want no cash?
I don't. Oh, you're giving it?
That's what you. See, you gotta read it.
Appreciate it, man.
Were they under 30? They seem like they're over 30.
You're awesome.
There you go, man.
Finally, a good homeless person.
Get a picture of you and put
You
it on
sure?
Facebook?
What?
Because that is.
I'm gonna put it on Facebook.
How you doing? Would you like some cash?
I don't have anything.
Yeah. Would y'all like some cash? There you go. There's one. There you go.
Damn, they did not bat an eyelid. What the fuck, dude? Y'all want some cash? Yeah, sure.
All right, man. Y'all take care of yourself. Can I make your day? Would you like cash? Giving away cash. If only people were paying attention. Just being a blessing. Do you want cash though?
I feel like she might be like afraid of what's in the hat.
Want some cash while you at it? You need a couple of singles? No?
Good, bro. I appreciate that.
Okay. Do you need some? Good. Good. Do you need it?
Asking the guy who's giving it away if he needs it.
Let me make your day. I'm making your day. God is good. There you go, man.
Did he just say God is good? Oh, God. Why'd you have to ruin it, man?
It actually was interesting how many people actually weren't paying attention. It wasn't until I said, I'm trying to give you money, to where they kind of took.
Just tell me who it's between so I can like Google it on the side here. Just give me like give me the tag, like their name.
Back, some people would pay attention, some people wouldn't. It just goes to show how much people really don't pay attention.
Homeless people do mention God a lot. I mean, they're old school. There's so many people. I started the stream saying like, I never consider like that the fact that somebody might be Christian when I first meet them, but it's like, it's a huge population in the country. Like, it is fairly reasonable to assume somebody might be Christian upon meeting them. All right. Oop, 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 oop. Oop, 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 oop. Oop, oop, oop. There we go. Just because you said it's potentially not safe for stream. Wait, I don't see what's so, I mean, this seems bad, obviously, but like, oh, what the absolute fuck? Okay. I'm not gonna defend anyone who starts a sentence with, I'm not gonna defend Nazis here, but oh my lord, dude. All right, well, I'll drop the link in chat for anyone who wants to see some Twitter stuff, some fun Twitter chud stuff. Straight from the source. Thanks for that, Jumbo. Oh, did it not send? What's wrong with my Chatterino? Hold on. I gotta reconnect. Oh well. You're not your Jumbo. You can feel free to link it in chat. For whatever reason, my chat arena is frozen over here, so I'm not gonna worry about unfreezing it right now. You I was like, wait, am I missing a word? Your worth is not determined by how much money you have. I like these little like end cards, but by how much value you provide to others.
I just put a smile on that face. That's all that matters.
What a deep, profound, like, conclusion
There
here.
it goes. That's it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've said this in the past. Like that aspect of Christianity, that like belief that God loves you despite putting you through this, is like such a like it's such a abuse victim mentality where like someone has told you like I'm doing this because I love you, and like you internalize that. It like really bugs me out that they don't recognize that. It's like what a weirdo this God of yours is to like create a world where like he sets us up for failure by putting the devil around every turn and making the devil, who is the person, the arbiter of negative morality, right? Negative moral values, to like trick everybody into making bad decisions so you can know out of every person you've created who's worth salvation and who's not. And one of the main mechanisms of finding salvation is by subscribing to your commands and implicitly believing in them blindly with no confirmation or evidence that those things are true, and worshiping you on a regular basis and telling you how good you are. And if you don't do that, then you're subject to eternal damnation. Like, what? It's just like, it's so stupid. It's just like why would that be God? You know what I mean? I'm totally agnostic to the idea of God existing. But if that's the God that I'm disobeying, well, fuck him then. I'm a good person. I don't need to sit here sucking his dick and feeling like I can't make my life better for myself because he wants me to go through some shit. Like, that's not, I just refuse to believe that if God actually exists, that that's the one that exists. Like, are you fucking serious?
Uh-huh.
So that I can stop and help people that are broke down on the side of the road. I'm kind of like you, where I don't care if they pay me or not. I just ask them to pay it forward.
Well, that's how you know it's not a piece of crap then, because guess what? It's value to somebody, right?
Wait, what did he just say? I don't understand at all what he just said.
No, I just put a smile on that face. That's all that matters. There it goes. That's it. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Wait, mostly, I think it's probably only because you drive a piece of shit. What the fuck? It is nice that there are people who do this, though.
I'm kind of like you.
Stephen Fry had a good similar response. Who is Stephen Fry?
I don't care if they pay me or not. I just
Do you mean in response to the idea of like the Christian God and the reality of it, or like
that's how you know
the
it's not a piece of
objectivity
crap
of it?
then, because guess what? It's value to somebody, right?
Jesus Christ. All right, we're bookmarking this channel. I think we'll come back to Riceman some other time. Let's see. There's some other ones though in this search. Mick was okay. I kind of wonder what Mick's shit will be like though. Like, I wonder how much of it is social experiments versus him just like, yeah, vlogging. Yeah, I'm not down for a vlog. Would you feed a fasting Muslim family in Ramadan? What? Don't. If they're choosing to. Wait, what is this? What is this channel? Way of Life SQ? Let's see what this is. Quizzing strangers about Islam. Okay, so it's like a super like, he's like a super Muslim dude. Like he's making that his entire identity here. So, okay, let's just let's see what the social experiment is in this one. He's a British actor, comedian, director, writer, audiobook reader. Oh, okay, I've never heard of him. I probably have heard the name in passing, but not like put two and two together or anything, you know?
Around knocking on strangers' doors asking them for some food. Find out what strangers feed a fasting Muslim in Ramadan.
Wait, is he just testing people's general knowledge? Wow, I just blew everyone's ears out. Let's restart this at a quieter volume. I'm sorry. Is he just testing to see if people know what Ramadan is and whether or not they're going to respect the tradition of like fasting? Because if he's asking for food, he's asking for food. It's like, okay, I'm going to give you some food.
I went around knocking on strangers' doors asking them for some food. Find out what strangers feed a fasting Muslim in Ramadan.
Yeah, this doesn't make any sense to me either, Rare Flowers. Like, are people supposed to just straight up refuse? Just be like, no, 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 it's Ramadan. Get the fuck, no, it's Ramadan. It's Ramadan. Humble yourself. You got to go hungry for that. Like, what? Ramadan is all about reminding yourself of what struggle is like. At least that's part of it. And if somebody's like, is his opinion like, no, you have to go through that no matter what. You can't just like ask for food. And then if like people don't know like what Ramadan is or that it's, you know, Ramadan right now, like what, I'm so confused.
I'm a Muslim, I'm fasting today because it's Ramadan. Would you guys know of anyone that I can knock on their door and get some food from? This video might show how individualistic we've become as a society. I was just wondering if you have something to eat, not even a bag of chips, not even a granola bar at all? Okay, take care. But it also shows the goodness that's...
Nah, this is a different channel. This dude is called Way of Life SQ, and it seems like his whole thing is just like talking about Islam. Like at least his videos seem very themed around that.
Exists in people's hearts.
We got some food! We got some food!
Remember, to make this...
Why does it have to be during Ramadan? Couldn't this just have been the same if he was just walking around normally knocking on people's doors for food?
A trending video on YouTube. All this needs is 100K likes in a 3-day window.
Jesus Christ, he's like literally begging for fucking likes, dude. Well, it came out today. It's got 6K views. You know what? I will help. Let's watch. Let's wait till the end. Let's see if he deserves it. Let's see if he deserves it.
Hi, ma'am. Hi, I was just wondering if I could have something to eat. I don't have any food. Do you have like a bag of chips, granola bar, something? I'm a Muslim. I'm fasting right now, and my fast opens in just a few hours. And
I'm kind of confused about it. Like, are they supposed to give him food because his window is opening? Like, I'm really confused by this one.
I'm just going around asking if people have something to eat. You don't have anything?
Yeah, you're for sure.
To eat at all? Okay, no problem. Thank you. I appreciate you though.
Yeah, they probably also don't know that it's like a month, you know? What is this fucking editing, dude? Is this what he thinks a viral video is edited like? Well, he made the mistake of going to 490. This would have almost been a perfect frame if it was 420. If it was 420, it would be deserving of the 100K likes.
Eventually.
Dude, this makes complete sense. Nothing has to... You know what I think is the fear for this is that he might be like, nobody wants to help a Muslim man. I don't want him to walk away thinking that this is a reasonable conclusion for people to have to this video. Because anyone walking up to their house, regardless of whether or not they're wearing religious garb, is going to get the cold shoulder if they are unsolicited. Like, and it has nothing to do with how cold we are as a society. It has everything to do with the fact that we're completely isolated from each other, right? It's not like we're bad people as a society. We've been isolated from each other socially, and we don't even know our neighbors in some of these neighborhoods that we live in, right? Everything's just down to like how we make money, and that's like our social network is like defined that way, right? Like, so I don't know what the comment he's trying to, that he'll like take away from this, but I'm really skeptical of the setup here. Like, for him to say any of this has to do with him being a Muslim is going to be very bad faith for me.
Guys, I felt so defeated, but I didn't give up. So smash that like button to encourage me to keep hitting these doors.
Oh my god, dude. He really just wants to get viral, man.
But right when I thought all hope was lost and no one would feed a fasting Muslim, this complete...
See, no one would feed a fasting Muslim. Like, they might not know what Ramadan is. They might not know that you're Muslim. Well, like, they probably do because of the clothing, but that might not matter to them. It might not have anything to do with their judgment. Like...
stranger has a change of heart. Dude, thank you. It's canned food. That's cool, man. What's your name? Elvis? Elvis, thank you, bro. Yes,
Someone is actually named Elvis.
brothers and sisters, the same man who said he had no food goes into the depths of his cupboard and finds me some delicious canned food for me to take home.
What is this voice he's using? Brothers and sisters, he went into his cupboard and found food for me to take home. What is this voice? Also, like, what if he just, like, didn't, like, you were gonna write this guy off as somebody who didn't give you food. What if, like, you just weren't back in time, but, like, when he found the food, you know?
Yes, humanity isn't dead. In Islam, the person
Humanity isn't dead. Like, none of this proves that humanity is dead.
feeds the person who's fasting gets
Like,
the
you
reward.
also don't know how much food these people actually have in their houses. Like, what if, like, that food they have is, like, all they can have for the week, like, all they can afford for the week.
Of the person who's fasting as well. So the fact that you guys gave me something, even though it's canned, it doesn't matter. In Islam, the person who feeds the person who's fasting gets the reward of the person who's fasting as well. So the fact that you guys gave me something, even though it's canned, it doesn't matter. You guys are gonna get the reward for my fast as well too, inshallah, meaning God willing. Finally!
This has not, I think this has zero to do with the fact that he's Muslim. I really do. I don't understand why he keeps bringing that up.
After so many no's, so many rejections, and doors close on my...
The tone is so disingenuous too. Like, we've got this, like, goofy music, and then he's just like, after so many attempts, I finally secured some food. Like, what is this?
Face, finally, I got some food. Got some food! We got some food! But I couldn't leave my man hanging, so I had to let him in on what we were doing. The truth is, I'm actually a YouTuber. I'm making a YouTube video, and you're the first people to do it. I actually have a surprise for you.
Why are you making a YouTube video? I really want to hear him say his motivation. I really think it's just like, I just want to see if people would be nice to a Muslim man. And it's like, dude, you're not proving that.
You guys, a gift for you guys. It's some chocolates as a thank you. As a thank you. Those are my little
Wait,
brothers.
I thought they were going to get the reward in heaven, though. You just told him that he would be rewarded after in the afterlife. Like, what? Why are you giving him chocolates?
We wanted to see the generosity of the people, and honestly, you two are by far the most generous. Do you mind? No, it's genuinely for you. I bought these so I can see that.
The camera work, dude. That whole shot was so shaky.
But listen, Elvis and ma'am, thank you, really, from the bottom of my heart, and I pray that Allah, God, blesses you with whatever it is that you need. If you're asking for something, if you're supplicating for something, I genuinely pray that He...
Supplicating? What does that mean? Asking or begging for somebody earnestly or something earnestly or humbly. Okay.
Blesses you with it. But I wasn't done yet. I knew there was still a yes somewhere.
Oh, is this TOS? I bet we're our DMCA.
Seas of no's. I mean, this lady even pretended not to speak English just so we would leave her the heck alone. Just some food. I'm a Muslim, I'm fasting, and I don't have any food to eat. Yeah, I'm fasting right now.
Who are you? Yes, food for me, yes.
You know what that is? For Ramadan, where Muslims fast for 30 days. Comida, food, comer, como. Yo, como, food. Do you have food for me to eat?
I don't have it.
No, like chips, papas fritas.
Like, filming himself doing this and then being like, humanity has failed. Like, after this person is giving you all, like, the opportunity in the world, they're just confused. Like,
has nothing for me to eat.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Nothing? Not.
Yeah, some people might not, dude. You don't look like you're in, like, the fucking most well-off neighborhood. I would expect, number one, there to be people who don't speak English, and number two, people to be very on a tight budget and, like, making sure that the food that they have in the house is the food that they're gonna fucking use. Like, I really don't see, like, why his expectation is that everybody should just have endless stores of food ready to go for any person who just knocks on their door who requests food, and that should be an expectation. Like, what?
At all, nada. It's okay. Could it be? only one good person out here.
It's not that they're bad people. You don't know anything about these motherfuckers who aren't helping you, dude.
A fasting Muslim?
That's just so fucked up. And like for him to be like, it's because I'm Muslim is also fucked up. There's a lot of Islamophobia in America. I don't think that that's what's playing into this right now at all. I think this has way more to do with how socially isolated we are from each other. But not only that, how poor people are. Like, I think there's a lot of social factors here that he's just not considering. And he's like, the only one is that I'm a starving Muslim. Like, okay, dude.
But no, my brothers and sisters, Allah was just testing our iman to see if we would give up, and indeed the help of Allah was near.
Okay, that's also fucked up. Like, to frame this as like a religious happening is just so, like, for people who really, really subscribe to those beliefs, thinking that this is an act of God, that this guy is really predatory with his content. I don't like this. This feels like preying on weak-minded people who like really, really want to believe in the same thing that he's believing in, you know?
Walaikum salam. MashaAllah. I wanted to know if you have something for me to eat. Yes?
Dude, obviously. Like, once you, like, if somebody's culturally in tune, they're gonna, like, understand, you know?
Inshallah.
There's, like, a lot of, like I said, there's a lot of things happening here. People don't understand what Ramadan is. People don't have a lot of fucking food. People are socially isolated from each other. People recognize problems like starvation as systemic and not necessarily going to be solved by individual person-to-person contributions, right? But you're going to knock on somebody's door who understands the significance of the thing that you're asking for, then you have a much higher likelihood of getting it. This has nothing to do with you being, like, disrespected as a Muslim man. It has way more to do with ignorance, poverty, and systemic factors.
Thank you. Subhanallah, a Muslim. All of our problems are solved. Count on the Muslims to feed. You can always count on the Muslims to feed.
Yeah, I wonder why that is. It must just be because they're Muslim. Like, this is the problem with religious content, is they ascribe so many things to their religion unfairly and to their religious behavior unfairly to sort of affirm the merit of their belief, right? So he's like, well, of course, like, somebody who has the same morality and the same spiritual system that I do is going to help me out. And it's like, yeah, they're going to help you out because they understand far deeper than anybody else that you spoke to today what the consequence of the action of saying no is, right? Or like what it means for you to get the food. They understand that much more implicitly than someone else who you knocked on their door. Has nothing to do with the fact that they, like, it's not just because they're Muslim, it's because they're Muslim and therefore they understand what the fuck Ramadan is and they understand what the significance of you getting food is. Like,
oh, Jazakallah khair. Oh, may Allah bless you. Jazakallah khair. Thank you so much. MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Thank you. Really, from the bottom of my heart. Really, Jazakallah khair. May Allah increase you, reward you, reward your family, bless you for more risk, more barakah in your risk as well too. Habibi, Jazakallah khair. Seriously. Thank you so much, Habibi. We absolutely hit
this just hits as religious propaganda. It just hits as like everyone else is bad, Muslims are good, we have the best moral system and the best people. Right? Like, that's how this resonates. And I think it's really messed up to do it this way. Like, there's obviously nothing wrong with, like, taking pride in your religion. But it's wrong to make people look bad because they don't know about it. And make it look like your religion is better because the people who know about the values that you ascribe to and are probably on your side, like, are more favorable to you. Like, they might, but is the bar really that high? Yeah, fair.
Jackpot! Got some juice. They gave me some juice, guys, mashallah. Allah had bestowed His mercy upon us, and we were given some succulent dates, some thirst-quenching juice, and these plump fruits.
Wait, who is that in the Air Apostle hoodie?
Fruits, bro. Bro. Oh my God.
To be a YouTuber, you just like have to say bro. Bro, oh my God, bro. These guys are so nice, bro.
These
it's crazy, bro.
The best. The Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam teaches us that the one who feeds a fasting person receives the same reward as the one who is fasting. Listen, I just wanted to let you guys know that my name is SQ. I'm actually a Muslim YouTuber, and
he can't not insert his fucking ego into it.
I'm making a video asking the people, would you feed a Muslim in the month of Ramadan?
the people. The phrasing there just says to me that he's like deluded as far as like his capacity to test these things.
Okay? And I knocked on a lot of houses, and a lot of houses said no to me. And your house was one of the few houses that actually said yes. So I actually have some chocolates for you guys. Okay, it's for you, and I think the sister that was here as well too. It's for you, no problem, okay? Do make sure you check out that video on YouTube.
What's your name? Make sure to check out the video on YouTube. Give it a like and subscribe.
It's called Way of Life SQ. Give it a look when you can, okay? Of Life SQ. Look guys, it's easy to lose hope in humanity and focus on all those who didn't give. But let's focus on the beautiful souls who did give for the sake of Allah. But most of
it's not easy to lose hope in humanity through this. Only if you want to believe that those people who didn't feed you are bad people can you arrive at that conclusion.
Importantly, guys, remember, the next time a stranger comes knocking on your door for some food, give from what you have, and Allah will bestow His mercy.
If you went by that logic, you would lose everything you had. That's such a bad takeaway. Like, no, you can't do that, okay? If that happens like once and never again, give the person some canned motherfucking food, okay? But like, this area does not look like it's not experiencing some forms of poverty, right? And like probably has people who stroll through here who aren't of the best means. Like, you probably wouldn't want to open yourself up to people just knocking on your door all the time asking for food. Doesn't make you a bad fucking person. Jesus Christ, these channels are something else, man. I wonder if this dude has any other content or if it's just like, yeah, he's just like moralizing about like certain pop culture things like Tekashi 869, desperately searching for what? For Islam? Okay, some of these I kind of want to look at. I'm more interested in looking at Christians though because they affect our political landscape a lot more, but religious thinking in general is it's one of like the more fascinating like areas to me because people get so fucking convinced of themselves, you know. I'm gonna put this. Did I bookmark him in Chuds? I should make like a social experiment folder, so I'm gonna do that after the stream. But for now, we have one last video for today. We're moving over to our closing number. And today, our closing number is brought to you by Major of Roses. It's called Slow Down, a nice chill song to end the stream. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. I will see you again on Tuesday, where we'll do some meta watch. But for now, let's go over to our boy, Major Roses, for our closing number.
No reason to be pushed around. Slow down.
Thanks for hanging out today, you guys. It's been fun again. I'm gonna figure out what to do for Sunday's stream on a more regular basis, but I do like these social experiment quote-unquote videos, and it seems like there's an abundance of them. It doesn't seem like we're gonna be shy of them anytime soon, so maybe we figure something out with that. But if you're new, hanging out in the channel, and you aren't followed yet, please follow. It really does help because then I know who's interested in the content, who's not, and I know that you can get alerts. Or just head over to the Discord if you're new as well. But yeah, I agree, those were fun. Anyways, I will see you guys on Tuesday. Have a good rest of your weekend. Don't get into too much trouble so that you can show up for the next one. I don't want you guys losing your autonomy in between now and then. But yeah, I'll let whatever of Roses take us out. What is his name? Major of Roses take us out. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye, you guys.
Push it would be a crime. Just leave it.
By the way, let's go raid AOL, so stick around for that. See you guys next time.